So we're going to start either in seated. If you want to start lay down, you can do. But seeing if you can find a comfortable seated position. If you've got your legs crossed, whichever leg you've crossed automatically, just change the opposite one without even thinking about it. You'll automatically put one leg above the other. So just change it to the other. And then see if you can lift the flesh off the bum cheeks so that the base of the pelvis, so the bony part of the pelvis, is connected to the floor. Option to get a cushion and just pop it under the back of your hips. I'm not going to do that today, but you see, so the back of the pelvis is onto the cushion, the front is onto the floor, just to kind of tilt the pelvis forward a little bit. And then, as always, with my classes, just starting in some stillness. So we've got quite a few new people on the mat today. So hello, thank you for coming and practicing with me this morning. Hands are going to come to the knees and the palms are going to face down, and we're just going to start by closing the eyes. So it's first thing in the morning. We're going to do a 30-minute wake-up practice. And before we start to flow into the practice, before we start to go into our day, we're just going to start in stillness. So keeping the body completely still, close down the eyes. Notice any sensations on the skin, maybe the temperature. Notice the natural rate of the breath. Maybe it's quite shallow first thing in the morning. Notice any weather patterns in the mind, whether you've got a bit of monkey mind this morning, where the thoughts are popping, or the narrative of what's coming up today is already playing in the mind. And then working with the idea of acceptance this morning. So seeing if we can accept that thoughts will come by throughout the next 30 minutes. And we're not trying to stop the thoughts coming because that's impossible, they will always be there. But we're just trying to train our awareness in this practice. So bringing our awareness from our mind into our body, just start to notice how your body feels today. Notice any parts of the body that feel particularly achy or stiff. Any parts of the body that feel particularly energetic. And then starting to connect in with the breath on a deeper level. So inhaling through the nose to the count of 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to hold the breath at the top. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. And then open the mouth and sigh out through the mouth. Inhaling again for 1, 2, 3, 4. Holding the breath at the top. And then exhale through the mouth. And again, inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. As you hold the breath at the top, see if you can relax the jaw, relax the eyes, keep the eyes closed if they've opened. And then exhale through the mouth. This time, take a deep breath in through the nose for as long as you can. When you feel as if the lungs are full and you can't take any more breath, just take one more sip. Hold the breath at the top. And then this time, when you exhale, you're going to stick the tongue out and sigh out through the mouth. So lion's breath. Inhaling deeply through the nose. Open the tongue, open the mouth, open the tongue, open the mouth even, stick the tongue out and sigh it out. Inhale, sigh. Inhale in. As you exhale out, make the noise. So really sigh out, making any noises you need to. Releasing any tension in the chest and the throat. 2 more. Inhale in deeply. Exhale, sigh it out. Inhale in. Exhale, sigh. Gently blink the eyes open. This time picking something to focus on. So keeping a nice neutral spine. So nice big space between the chin and the chest. Pick something with where your gaze is right in front of you, so the eyes are nice and neutral. So maybe that's the phone or the iPad in front of you. Maybe it's something on the wall or a chair. And keep the eyes open, but just focused on that point in front of you. See if you can drop the shoulders away from the ears. See if you can pinch the shoulder blades together. And then see if you can expand the spine so you're sitting a little bit taller. So especially in the torso region, see if you can start to engage the ribs and the stomach so that you really stretch out the spine and you're sitting as tall as you can. Relax them shoulders right down as if there's a weight on each shoulder. See if you can relax the legs. Hold your attention on that point that you're staring at, and then I want you to make an intention here for the next 30 minutes. So maybe some kind of feeling you're trying to cultivate in this morning practice, or maybe a feeling you want to flow more naturally in your life, or maybe just to start the day waking up with a bit of routine. Whatever your intention is, just keep that in your awareness throughout the next 30 minutes. And if you're struggling to make an intention, then just keep it simple. Just keep your intention to connect back in with the breath and the body, and take the awareness away from the mind. And then when you're ready, gently place the hands either side of the body. On the inhale, you're going to reach up with the hands. Palms are going to go to meet at the top in prayer. And then on the exhale, you're going to bring it down towards the heart. So nice and simple, but we're really going to stretch the body out. Inhale, reach up as if you're trying to grab something above you. Take the gaze towards the hands at the top. And then at the exhale, bring the hands down to the heart. Inhale, reach up nice and slow as you breathe in. As soon as you reach the top, you're going to exhale down towards the heart. So the breath will lead to the movement. On the inhale, we reach up. And on the exhale, we melt them hands down to the heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale down. 2 more, and then you're going to see if you can reach as much as you can. So on the inhale, really reach up. Feel the stretch to the side body. And then on the exhale, really sink the hips into the ground as the hand towards the heart. Last one. Inhale, reach up. Exhale down. This time we're going to do a 4-way breath, but we're going to bring the arms in as well. So on the inhale, the arms are going to go above the head. And then on the exhale, you're going to cactus the arms down. So in cactus, the elbows are bent. Fingers are nice and spread to the palms face forward. Pinch the shoulder blades together. On the next inhale, you're going to straighten the arms out to the side. And then on the next exhale, the hands are going to come in front of the chest. And then we're going to do that. So it's going to be 2 rounds of breath, 1 round of movement. So inhale, hands above the head. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, straight arms, really reach away from the body. Exhale, hands in front of you. See if you can keep the spine where it is. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, elbows down. Inhale, straight arms. Exhale, hands in front. And again, inhale, arms go up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, straight arms. Exhale, palms in front of the chest. So keep the spine where it is. We're still sitting nice and tall as we reach up on the inhale. On the exhale, we cactus. Inhale, straight. Exhale, hands in front. Inhale up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, really reach away from the body. Exhale, hands in front of the chest. Inhale up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, hands in front. Inhale up. Exhale, cactus. And then notice as you continue to move through these poses, if the mind is starting to feel a little bit wandering, just bring it back to the breath and the 4-way movement. So 2 more rounds. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, in front. Last one. Inhale up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, in front. And this one we're going to hold. So you're going to take a deep breath in, take the hands above the head. Hold the breath there, reach towards the sky. And then on the exhale, you're going to cactus the arms down. Really squeeze the shoulder blades together. Push the elbows down as much as they'll go. Feel that stretch in the arms. And then take a deep breath in. Straighten the arms. Reach the hands away from you. Reach the fingers. Feel the pose in every part of the body. Hold the breath. And then exhale, release the hands. Gently place the hands on the knees. If you've got the legs crossed, then you're just going to change the legs. So whichever foot was on top, change the opposite. You've got that cushion underneath the hips, you can remove that whenever it's right for you. And if you've got any problems crossing your legs or any knee injuries, you can just do this with one leg can be out straight in front, or you can have both legs in front with a bend in the knee. It doesn't make too much difference. You don't need to be in a perfect cross-legged lotus position. The idea here is that we're just resting on the sitting bones. Hands are going to come to the knees. And I really want you to ground the palms into the knees as if they're kind of stuck with glue. And then sit up nice and tall. And then on the inhale, you're going to take the spine all the way to the left. And then on the exhale, you're going to take it to the right. So see if you can lead with the shoulders. Inhale, take it to the left. Exhale, take it to the right. Inhale, left. Exhale, right. So continue with your own breath as you move. You're going to inhale left. exhale, right. And then see if you can let the spine move this way, kind of a little bit like a wave of an ocean. So trying to make it nice and soft and gentle. That sounds like a contradiction. Sometimes the waves aren't soft and gentle, but they move fluidly from left to right with the shoulders. So really getting into the side body and the spine, which is probably being quite rigid at the moment, being indoors. One more each side. So inhale left, exhale right, and then gently bring the spine back to neutral. And then I want you to see if you can find where your neutral spine is. So you're going to take the body all the way over to the left and then to the right. And then you're going to gently take the spine forward and then take it all the way back. And then find where your middle point is. So the point where from the base of your spine to the top of the head, you feel as if you're complete in equilibrium. Sit nice and tall. And then on the inhale, you're going to gently sit up nice and tall. And on the exhale, see if you can fold the chest a little bit forward, tuck the chin towards the chest. And then on the inhale, come back up straight again. So inhale, we sit tall. Exhale, we just let that chest magnetize towards the ground and lean forward as much as we can. And then inhale. Keep the chin to the chest as you inhale, and then when you get up straight, lift the head up. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, down. Inhale up. Exhale, down. One more of these. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, down. Gently bringing the spine back to neutral. And then we're just going to see if we can, with the belly button here. So in fact, let's place our hands around the belly button. Either side of the belly button. You're going to see if you can kind of guide the movement in a big circle with the belly button. So the chest is going to go to the left, forward and right. You can place the hands back down to the knees if that feels right, but see if you can imagine you've got like a hoop around your torso, and the movement is being led by the stomach. So making some nice circles. You might feel the hips starting to come in here. Noticing that this is probably a pose or a movement that you wouldn't do in normal life, unless you want to just walk down the street doing this. That'd be quite sassy. I like that. But seeing if you can really get into all the side muscles of the spine. So you can even place your hand on either side of the ribs and just kind of move around. If you've got maybe a little voice of the ego in the head saying this is stupid, what the hell is she making us do? Close down the eyes and just see if you can connect with the movement and do what the body wants to feel good. And then you're going to just change direction. So I was just going clockwise, so now I'm just going to gently go anti-clockwise. So again, hands on the ribs to really make sure the movement's coming from the torso, or you can place the hands on the knees. Close down the eyes if you can. Remembering to breathe as you do this, so quite often we'll forget to connect with the breath. 2 more nice big circles. And then gently back to center. And then this time, we're going to release the feet in front of us. Feet are going to come into the mat. Hands are going to come behind you. If you have any wrist issues, then maybe just taking this one nice and easy. Feet are going to really plant into the floor. So maybe just stamp the feet into the floor a little bit so that you feel like you're really connected. Make sure that you've got a nice bend in the knee, but the feet are quite close so we don't want them too far away. And then option here. On the inhale, option to just gently look up towards the sky and place the head back a little bit, if that's enough for you. And then exhale, chin back to the chest. And then option to take it a little bit further. On the inhale, as you look up, the hips are also going to come up, they're just going to a little bit off the ground. And then on the exhale, you're going to tuck the chin and lower the hips back down. And then third option, as you inhale, lift the hips up as much as you can to reverse tabletop. Look up towards the sky, that feels right in there. And then exhale, look down. So option with the hands, the fingers can be placed away from you, or you can place the fingers towards you. It just depends how that feels with your arms. Inhale, lift the hips as much as you can. Exhale, down. So we're doing this nice and slow and gentle. Inhale up to whichever choice you've picked this morning, and then exhale, down. Inhale up. Exhale, down. 2 more of these. Inhale, really use the feet to lift you. Push the feet into the mat. And then exhale, down. Last one. Inhale, reach up. And then exhale, down. Gently lowering back onto the mat. with the back, the neck, and the head. Feet are going to stay nice. Feet are going to stay into the mat with a nice bend in the knee. And then to start with, we're just going to straighten both legs up towards the sky. So first thing in the morning, chances are the legs aren't going to be very straight because there's going to be a lot of tension in the hamstrings. So we're going to try and release that with the breath. So the hands are going to come either side of the body, but we're going to place the palms towards the ground. And then on the inhale, you're going to straighten both legs as much as you can. And then on the exhale, you're going to bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. See if you can close down the eyes. Inhale, straighten the legs as much as you can. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. This time, lower the left foot. And then we're just going to straighten the right leg as much as we can. You're going to grab hold of the back of that right thigh. If you can't reach the thigh, then you can just put your hands on the top of the thigh. It doesn't have to be the back. If you can reach the back of the thigh, see if you can take it up towards the calf. And then option to keep the shoulders on the mat if that's enough for you, or option to lift the head and the shoulders. Imagine you're trying to get your nose towards your knee. Couldn't remember that body part then. Towards your knee. So we're going to take a deep breath in. And then in the exhale, see if you can bring that leg a little bit closer towards the nose. So we want the leg to do all the movement. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, see if you can bring that leg a little bit closer towards the face. You might start to feel the legs shake if there's any blocked energy in the legs. Hold here for 2 breaths. One more breath. And then on the exhale, release the hands back to either side of the body. Release the right foot towards the mat. And you're just going to let the knees rock from side to side. So windscreen wipe the knees from left to right. And then gently back to center. This time, left foot towards the sky, straighten as much as you can. See if you can take the hands to the back of the left thigh. If you can't, that you don't need to, you can just put the hands on the top of the thigh. Again, option for the shoulders to stay where they are and just see if you can bring that leg a bit closer towards the chest. Or option to lift up with the shoulders and the neck. If you're lifting up with the shoulders and the neck, see if you can bring that left leg a little bit closer towards the chin and the nose. Close down the eyes and use the breath. Inhale deeply. On the exhale, that's when we move the leg a little bit closer. The exhale will create a lot of space for us. Inhale deeply. Exhale, bring it a little bit closer. One more breath here. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out. Gently release the leg, release the hands. Rock the knees from side to side. And then left foot's going to come to the right knee. I want to go into a reverse pigeon. So bend the left knee, place the left foot on the right knee. And then you're going to walk that right foot closer towards you. See if you can grab the back of the right leg. So hands are grabbing the back of the right thigh. Both feet are relaxed. And then we're just going to very gently see if we can bring that right leg towards the chest. And we're going to use the breath again. So this time we're going to take the breath a little bit quicker. We're going to inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Inhale. Exhale. As you inhale in, take in loads of fresh energy. As you exhale out, bring that right leg a little bit closer towards the chest. Inhale in. Exhale, bring that right leg a little bit closer. Feel that stretch in the left hip, starting to wake it up this morning. Inhale deeply. Exhale, bring that leg a little bit closer. Inhale deeply. Exhale, bring it closer. 2 more breaths here. Close down the eyes. See if you can really let that left hip relax this morning. Bringing it to a deeper stretch. And then after the next exhale, gently release that right foot back to the mat. Take the left foot to the sky and let's just circle the ankle and some blood flow into that leg. And then lower the left foot, straighten the right leg towards the sky and then bend the right leg, right foot comes to left knee. And the same on the opposite side. So bring that left knee towards the chest with the hands. So hands behind the back of the left thigh. Relax both feet. Inhale in deeply through the nose. Exhale through the nose and bring that left leg a little bit closer. Inhale. Exhale. This is a good time to reflect back on the intention that you set at the start of class. And if it was to connect back more with the body, just start to notice how every part of the body feels, not just the mind. Inhale deeply. Exhale, bring that left leg a little bit closer. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, gently release that left foot towards the mat. Right foot towards the sky, let's just circle the ankle one way and then the opposite way. And then you're going to bring both knees towards the chest. Hands are going to go onto each knee, so right hand on right feet, left on left. And you're going to see if you can take the knees away from each other, and then you're going to bring them back together. So on the inhale, take the knees away from each other, and on the exhale, bring them together. So it can be very gentle movements this morning, just starting to get into that hip joint. And then see if you can take them into circles, so take the knees away from you, back round, and then towards the chest. Again, it can be little circles or big circles, whatever the body needs this morning. And then change the direction of the circle, so take the knees to the chest, away from you, back together in a big circle. And then when you're ready, you're going to very gently roll over onto the right side, tucking yourself up into a little ball, and then use the hands to gently push yourself back up, and we're going to come to a tabletop position. So we're not going to be here for long. We're going to tuck the toes, so really hammer the toes into the ground, so you've got a nice grip. Bring the weight back into the heels, and then gently just lift the knees off the ground. Hold here for a second, see if you can push into the mat with the hands, so really getting a grip onto the floor. Nice neutral spine, so head in between the hands, looking into the floor. And then on the inhale, see if you can float the hips up towards the sky, coming into your downward dog. So no doubt you'll need to walk the dog this morning by just padding the heels towards the ground, so one heel on the other. And with downward dog, seeing if you can use the verbal cues to check if your posture feels okay. So with the hands, the fingers should be nice and spread with a gentle bend in the knuckles, so that we're grabbing the floor. Hands should be a little bit wider than shoulder width. The arms should be nice and straight. The head should be in between the hands, and in between the arms, and it should be looking down towards the feet. You should be pushing our shoulders into the joint, so we've got a nice space between the ears and shoulders. The bum should be nice and high, and we should have a straight spine. So if you've got straight legs, but you don't realize if you've got a straight spine, bend the knees. Imagine the chest is trying to connect back onto the top of the thighs. Lift the hips towards the sky, and then just get the heels as close as you can towards the ground. On the inhale, you're going to bring the weight onto the balls of the feet, lift the heels, and then on the exhale, melt the heels. Inhale, up to the balls of the feet. Exhale, heels. Inhale up. Exhale down. And then on the next inhale, you're going to just gently lift that right foot towards the sky, but see if you can keep both of the armpits facing towards the ground. So the left armpit is going to want to lift up a little bit, just see if you can keep the chest towards the ground, and then gently lower that right foot. On the next inhale the left. Hold there, bring that left armpit towards the ground, and then gently lower back down. One more each side. Inhale, just lift that right foot. Use the breath here if you're starting to get a little bit fatigued, and then gently bring the foot back down. Inhale deeply, left leg up. Exhale down. This time the right foot, you're going to pick it up. You're going to bring the knee as close as you can towards the chest, and then step forward with that right foot. You can drop the back knee if you want to. You don't need to, though. You can keep that knee up. And then you're going to see if you can really plant the right foot, and then use the hands, and then sweep up, and you're going to come to a low lunge. So you can be on the back knee. Sorry, hope if you can see me. Camera angle's not right. So you're going to be, you can be down on that back knee if you need to be, if you've got any weakness, or you can be up into a low lunge. Hands are going to come up towards the sky. And then we're going to hold here for a second, but we're just going to tuck the tailbone under. So if the bum is sticking out, see if you can just kind of tuck it under. Hold here and breathe. And then on the next inhale, you're going to straighten that right leg, so both legs are nice and straight. And then on the exhale, you're going to bend the right knee. Inhale, straighten the right knee. Exhale, bend. Option to bring the hands down to the hips or to prayer, whatever feels right for you. And just move through this for 2 more times. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, straighten that right leg. Exhale, bend. Nice. And then this time you're going to frame the foot. Hands come either side of the foot. Gently step it back to downward dog. And then switch sides. So left foot steps forward this time. Right foot is back. And then see if you can use the feet and use your core to come up to a low lunge. So hands come towards the sky. On the inhale, hold here. Exhale, hold. On the next inhale, straighten that front leg. On the exhale, bend the front leg. Inhale, straight leg, tuck the pelvis under so the belly button's kind of scooped in. Exhale, forward. Inhale up. Exhale down. Use the breath here if you're starting to get a little bit hot and bothered and don't want to do this. Inhale, exhale. One more. Inhale, exhale. Gently step the right foot to meet the left, and you're going to come to ragdoll. So in ragdoll, we're hinged over at the hips, chest, as if it's magnetized towards the top of the thighs. Tuck the chin towards the chest and let the arms just fall wherever they fall. And then you're going to sway the arms from left to right. So maybe even taking the arms towards the side body or the back of the legs. So literally hanging the top of the body over the legs like a rag doll. And then gently bring the arms back to center, grab opposite elbows. And you're just going to nod the head yes and shake the head no. Nod the head yes and shake the head no. And then release the hands in front of you again. We're going to very gently roll up to a standing position for the count of 5. Let the head be the last thing to come up. You slowly roll up to standing. And then as soon as you get to the top, we're going to go back down again. Tuck the chin, roll back down as if you're rolling a piece of paper. Let the arms fall in front of you. And then in the inhale, come back up to standing. And then once you get to standing, roll back down again. So just rolling the spine up and down, nice and gently, using the breath. One more. Inhale down. And then when you roll back up, pausing at the top to come into a standing position or mountain pose. So in mountain pose, we are stood up nice and tall, like we're on top of a mountain. Feet together, knees together, thighs together. So the legs are like one nice, strong root to the ground. Hands either side of the body, palms faced forward. See if you can bring the shoulder blades together so that the shoulders are nice and away, nice down the back, so the shoulders are away from the ears. See if you can tuck the pelvis under, so we don't want the tail sticking out. We want to see if we can tuck it under. Pick something in front of you so that your gaze is nice and neutral. Pause here for a second and just connect back in with the breath. And then very gently, you're just going to see if you can release the hands, soften the hands a little bit. On the inhale, plant all the weight into the left foot. And on the inhale, bring the right knee in front of the chest. So you might need something to hold onto your balance here. If you do, then you're just going to point the foot in front of you and put the toe onto the mat. And then see if you can gently bring the right knee in front of you. Grab that right knee with the right hand. And then option to see if you can take that right knee out towards the side. Option, if you can, to take the left hand out towards the left. Look to the left hand. Really use that right foot, the left foot, lock the left knee in, and then gently bring it back to center and then lower back down. Give the legs a bit of a shake out. Place the right foot into the mat. This time the left foot points in front. Get your balance first of all. Really plant that right foot into the mat. Lock the right knee in. And then on the inhale, use the hands to come up with the knee. So on the inhale, sweep the hands up, sweep the left knee up. And then option to take your hand on that left knee. It'll give you a bit of balance. The right hand out to the right will help you create balance as well. Just do the OK sign with the fingers so the move right. And then option to take that left knee out to the left. Look to the right. Don't worry if you wobble. Some days you'll be perfectly still, some days you wobble. And then gently lower back down. Give the legs and the arms a little bit of a shake out. And then we're going to finish in a standing pose today. So we're going to finish in a tree. So whichever tree it is that you pick today. So if you've done tree before, you can go straight into it. Otherwise, you're going to really lock that left foot into the ground. Maybe just bounce the weight into the left foot so that you feel it's nice and connected. And then option to bring that right foot onto the ankle or the calf. If that feels okay for you, then you're going to see if you can lift that right leg up and put the right foot on the inner left thigh. And then you're going to use your hands like branches to find a place of stillness. Pick something to look at, close your eyes. If you keep Close the eyes, actually, it'd be quite wobbly. So see if you can keep the eyes open. Breathe here. See if you can lift the body up as much as the gravity's pulling it down. So lift the chest up, lift the arms up. And then gently release that right knee in front of you, give it a little bit of a hug. And then release. Right foot really into the mat this time, again, bounce the weight in. And then see if you can bring that left foot to the ankle, the calf, possibly the inner thigh. And you'll notice that one side is really wobbly. So for me, this is my weak side. So I know this takes a little bit more concentration. So really ground that right foot into the mat. Use the hands. Lift the body up with the top part as much as the legs are heavy into the ground. Hold here. Breathe. And then gently release. Finishing with the feet about hip width distance. Hands are going to come to prayer at heart center. Really pinch the shoulder blades together. Tuck the tailbone under and see if you can finish nice and tall. Close down the eyes for a second. Reflect back on how you felt when the alarm went off this morning. Being grateful to yourself for setting the intention this morning for starting the day with some movement, connecting with breath. And seeing if you can set yourself the intention for the rest of the day. When you feel as if you're busy in the mind, see if you can bring your awareness back to the body and the breath. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Open the mouth and sigh out. Inhale in. Exhale out. Inhale in. Exhale out. One more, then we're going to hold. Inhale in deep through the nose. Hold the breath at the top, close the eyes. Feel that energy that you've created going around the body. That heat, that energy. Exhale, release. If it feels right for you, gently bowing your head and your hands. Good for giving gratitude to yourself and for the practice. Namaste. Namaste. Hope you have a lovely day.